Okay, so welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here we are now. We're at the H10 Marina Hotel in Barcelona, and this is our pre-cruise stay before we get on board the lovely Celebrity Infinity on Thursday. It's mid-November. It's still reasonably warm. It's about 15 to 17 degrees here at the moment. Just thought we would share with you though this wonderful hotel, and we'll go in now and we'll take a look at the hotel, and then we'll take a look at our individual room and the facilities that they have. And here is reception, and the lifts taking you up to any one of the 8 floors. And here on floor 0, on main reception area, there's a lovely little seating area, nice comfortable seats. There's also a little VIP lounge over in the corner, and as we go around still further, we can see a nice little quiet area, little library where you can sit, grab yourself a book and while away the hours. And again, just looking at it from the other side then, from the library end, a lovely bar area where you can grab yourself a nice drink from midday onwards and into the evening, and a nice little seating area in and around reception. And then in the far distance you can see the reception desk and a lovely little breakfast room where you can get yourself breakfast and dinner, and I'll share some of that with you in a second. And then stairs up to the floor 0, which is the entry and exit area for the hotel. And a lovely looking restaurant, very tastefully decorated, lots of real plants up in the gangways there, and really nicely decorated. There's a grand piano here on the left hand side, and the little bar area and serving area over in the far corner, and then nice tasteful seating and a beautiful Christmas tree. Of course it's mid-November now, so we are in the festive season, and a lovely little water feature here around the Christmas tree, and stairs ascending to floor 0. And a quick scan of the breakfast area in the restaurant at the hotel H10 Marina, Barcelona. Lovely open ambient space with mirrors and nice seating, and a long and large display of various items for you to pick from. Okay, and so welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here we are now. We'll continue our tour of the H10 Barcelona, and here we can see our room, which is a deluxe room. We're on the 5th floor and we're here for a couple of days, so there is a level of moved inness into the room. It's not in its absolute prime, but just to give you an overview of the room itself, nice and sort of airy, and it's light with nice decor. There is air conditioning, and also there is a fan arrangement there as well, so you can use the fan if you need still get more cooling. And then if we take a look here on the front here to the left hand side of this king size bed, you can see a nice little storage area and a telephone. On the wall there are controls for the air conditioning and for the fan arrangement. Lights everywhere, contemporary styled, a typical Spanish type style to the room itself. And as we go through the room now, we can see again another table on the right hand side of the bed, a nice picture, a nice chair with a table to go with that, a nice little seating area there. And as we turn around to the right hand side, there's no balcony or opening windows here, but you can see out into the city from our view on the 5th floor. And then of course we have moved in a little bit, haven't we? So you can see our suitcases and our luggage there prior to us getting onto our cruise on the lovely Celebrity Infinity in a couple of days' time. For your convenience, there's also a kettle and some tea and coffee that's available, and a few a few biscuits and things like that, sweeteners, etc. And then information about what's going on in Barcelona and information about the hotel itself. There's a nice little 40-inch or so flat screen up on the wall, and then it adds to the overall contemporary feel about this room with the downward lighting, the fans, the air conditioning, and this wonderful, very, very comfortable, I would add, king size bed. So do bear in mind that that's not in its final condition. We have spent a couple of hours in this room already, so bear that in mind in terms of what your thoughts are in terms of the room readiness. Connectivity wise, adjacent to the bed there is a couple of USB connections and of course European plug sockets, so if you're coming from the US or from other areas around the world, then you will need your European plug socket converter, and it's the round socket at 210 volts. And a very nice desk with a lovely sumptuous stool to sit on underneath with some lights. And there is a minibar here and a refrigerator. Minibar's not free, but there are some hotels in Barcelona where the minibar becomes free or is included in your package, but in this case, not the case. So that's the desk area. Okay, so that's the main part of the room itself. So let's go in the bathroom now and share with you what we can see. And of course you will see me in the filming because there's mirrors everywhere, but it's got a nice little bath and shower arrangement with a glass partition. Obviously amenities and towels to the top right hand side here. A nicely decorated bath, quite classical in its look, classical Spanish look, and with dark themes, contrasting themes. And down the bottom here you can see a nice basin and sink and a variety of other amenities as well, mirror and hairdryer, etc. You don't need me to tell you what's down there in the middle of the shot now, but also a bidet and some very nice towel rows as well for our convenience. All in all, a not massive but functional bathroom, and of course laid out in the traditional style. So that's the bathroom then on our room in the H10 Marina in Barcelona. You can see here on the left hand side now a full sized mirror, and of course the main door, and there's of course a schematic there letting you know what to do in the event of an emergency and what your fastest exit is. And then on this left hand side we have a nice little wardrobe with some very nicely arranged glass doors, and then if we go into those you'll be able to see, and we've moved in slightly here, you can see that there is an ironing board, and there are extra covers for the bed if you'd like them, and then a really nice area where you can store your clothes. And to the right of them there's another door which you can see that there is a nice shelf unit, and there's obviously some slippers there that came with the bathrobes, and there is a safe and a few drawers down the bottom. So that's the wardrobe area here in our deluxe room. So there you go. So that is the deluxe king size room here in the H10 Barcelona, H10 Marina, and we hope that that's been useful for you. And a quick scan of the breakfast area in the restaurant at the Hotel H10 Marina, Barcelona. Lovely open ambient space with mirrors and nice seating, and a long and large display of various items for you to pick from. So let's take a closer look at them now. So a lovely selection of cheeses and fresh fruit and vegetables, and a lovely display of fresh charcuterie and butter and salami and some ham, and a nice fruit section with whole fruits and cut fruit and grapes, and also yogurt and a variety of different milks and fruit juices, and some ready squeezed fresh fruit juice and cereals and nuts and granola, and fresh tea and really nice coffee machines and fresh patisseries, and a selection of different cakes and patisseries, and also jams and preserves, and a toasting machine. And on the hot section we have some scrambled eggs and baked beans and mushrooms, and also some fried eggs and some bacon, and a further selection of bread rolls and specialist teas, and also another coffee machine and preserves, and a toasting machine with white and brown bread, and also a rather large container of Nutella and fresh fried eggs, and of course various sauces to go with that. And then on the sweet section, some very nice chocolate and fresh cake, and a variety of sweet pastries, and a really nice ambience here in a very, very contemporary breakfast area. And here's Susie with us, and I just thought I'd give you a sweeping shot of the environment. And midway on the stairwell, a lovely scene and a lovely view back over into the restaurant area. Okay, so on -1, so the floor below the reception floor, there's the lovely spa, nice little reception area, and an area where you can make your bookings for various spa treatments. And there are members of staff that will come along and will help you out with that. And also a functional but yet small gym, various pieces of exercise equipment, you know, a running machine, some weight lifts, some free weights, and a cycle, and another cycle machine, and a board, a weights board. So, albeit very small, still quite functional in its use. So that's the little spa area here on -1 in the hotel, and the various spa treatment rooms that are available on this right hand side. Okay, and so adjacent to the reception area is a nice little seating area where you can sit and relax and socialise, perhaps wait for your onward travel connections. And then here on this right hand side there is a nice bar where you can get yourself your favourite drink during the day and also into the evening. And then a wider open space with some nice comfortable seating. And then as we move a little further, there is a library, nice pictures up on the wall, and some nice decorative seating, nice comfortable seating here on the right hand side, and a really nice view over the balcony to some really nice planted plants, live plants, and of course the top of the Christmas tree down onto floor -1. And a little Wi-Fi area where you can get yourself some connectivity if you need to do some work, and no doubt some printing services too. And also adjacent to the bar there is a nice little alfresco area where you can go out perhaps in the warmer temperatures and have yourself a little relaxation, perhaps a little drink out here in the terrace, and it's covered over, so you won't be disturbed in any way. So that's the outside terrace on floor 3 adjacent to the bar. And here's the reception area, a lovely little comfortable seated area with the lifts of course on the right hand side, and very kind, very courteous members of staff on the end desk there, ready and willing and able to provide travel services and check-in services for you. And a lovely little reception area with some nice soft seating, and an area where you can just store your luggage temporarily before you check in, and an adjacent bar and socialising area, and of course lifts that will go up to the 10 rooms that are on this hotel. And here's the bar in the evening, wonderfully decorated with a lovely Christmas theme, and a wonderful Christmas tree down in the restaurant area below. And on the rightermost side of the hotel you can see the rest of the hotel. There's also a bike rack area here with H10 on it, so I believe those bikes are available for your use if you are a resident in the hotel. But again, I just thought I would give you just one sweeping shot of the H10 Barcelona Marina. It's about 2 blocks away from the beach, the La Playa. This is an area that you're considering staying before your cruise or post-cruise. Give you a feel for the hotel and its facility. So we hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more, then check out our channel, Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, where you'll find a multitude of different videos covering ship tours, port tours, and offering up tips and advice. You'll also find individual playlists where you can centre in on a specific ship or a specific itinerary. And consider liking and subscribing to Ray and Sue's Travel Channel. It's free, and there's not a lot free these days, is there? Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.